A friend of mine's father started the glass studio movement in New Zealand with a bunch of other guys, and so me and my friends kind of ended up after school going and working up in his studio. I went travelling, came back to it 10 years later with the same friend. I helped him set up his glass studio. His partner was casting glass. As soon as I saw that, I made my first piece, and the rest was history, really. Making the planes is a back and forth casting process, but I started with sculpting it out of clay, making a mould. We pour plaster moulds, weigh our coloured crystal into these moulds and pop them in the kiln. It's basically a giant oven. Once they've gone up to 800 degrees, melted into the shape of the planes, we cool them, we pull them out, we go through a cold working process, and lastly with a sandblast, an acid etch, and voila. From my imagination, I made up a scale model, as you can see. It started off a little bit smaller, going back and forth with the client. We added and subtracted planes until we kind of had the look correct, popped the bag up there, and then from there it kind of went on to the engineers for the nitty-gritty. The size and scope of this job has been easily the biggest thing that I've worked on before.
At Kiwi Property, we're passionate about celebrating and profiling up-and-coming New Zealand artists. We're proud to be continuing that tradition at Sylvia Park, working with local artists Levi Hawkins and Simon Lewis Wards. We're excited to have added 3 new pieces to the collection of art on offer at Sylvia Park.
Funnily enough, it comes back to my smallest sculpture though, and it's my smallest original sculpture, just reimagined in a huge form that I think the public's going to really enjoy.